Changes to your lineup tonight, Coach?
Not compared to the last. I think Boro left the morning skate. Still not feeling too good. I'll keep it open until after warm up, but right now it looks like Claeson's in.
Okay. For a lunch pail guy, and I use that with all respect, how important a free agent signing was Tom Pyatt for you guys in the offseason?
It was huge. On our board, he was like 13th forward. For maybe 12th forward, fourth line. I had him many times before, so I'll be honest, I wanted him again. I think he's one of those relentless guys that's first on puck, tremendous on a penalty kill. He was on Montreal's #1 penalty kill when we signed him in Tampa. It was the same. Had him at the Spengler Cup with Team Canada. He's just one of those guys that can fill many holes because he can skate. He does all the little things. He's a perfect soldier basically, and with the speed that he has, he can be used on all lines. And that's what we needed with the absence of MacArthur right off the bat. Him and Zingo really have been able to fill parts of the holes that MacArthur has left. Obviously, MacArthur missing a big part of his leadership's not there. He's a gigantic leader on the team, and so I'm not going to ask Pyatt or Zingle to fill those holes. But I think in terms of the game and penalty kill and 5-on-5 and the lines that we've put together, it was gigantic. It's helped us survive until now, just like our Condon has helped us survive until now. And I think the players have really developed a team first mentality on the same page, and that's why we're able to do what we do, even though our #1 goalie hasn't been there for 2 months, and guys like MacArthur haven't been there. So it's certainly him and a lot of other guys have really made a huge difference on our team.
It might seem like a strange question given that Clarke hasn't played for you all year, but do you worry at all that there's a psychological sort of negative aspect of this news for his teammates who are expecting him to come back here soon?
Well, I could downplay it and lie to you, but I won't. The reality is, I was told last summer if we lose MacArthur again, we're not making these playoffs. He's such a big part of this team, and we lose him right off the bat. So it was back then more than devastating. And I wasn't here before, but I felt it right away from everybody that it was extremely heavy in training camp to see that. But then there was the hope of him coming back, and and the hope was there until last week. I thought he was back this week. He was looking great, had no symptoms. He wanted to play, and after taking the test, some of the baseline tests weren't up to par, and it was devastating for him. It's devastating for us, but now we got to move on. And the reality is, we've done without him. The difference, we've done without him with the hope. Now we're going to do without him without any hope that he'll be back this year. But what it's done, it's given the chance to some other guys to develop and fill holes. And right now we've got really good chemistry between players. But if you had that guy, you don't replace those guys. Nobody's going to give you that type of guy from now until the end of the year. So we're not going to dream and hope something like that's going to happen. We got the players that we've got, and the players have really battled hard since the beginning of the year. So is it devastating? Yes, but does it change our every day and what we've been doing since the beginning of the year? No, and that's what we got to rely on.
Is there a hope he might stay around the team and maybe present?
You know what? We would like him to, but at the same time, that's tough. The guy wants to play, and you're around, but really, you always feel like you're in the way. And so I think it'll be more his call than ours. Our call is very easy. He was such an integral part of this team in every way, and the players love him. He's not just a great leader; he's a funny guy. He's a respectful person. Like everything you hope to have on your team. So to have the presence around be great, but I think there will be no pressure for him to be around. I think it's at some point he's going to manage that. There's a big mental side to all that too. If I'm him, you got to look at the human side, not just the hockey side here. And so we're with him, and whatever I think he feels he needs to do, we'll respect that.